Welcome, Pisces. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for August the 15th through to the 21st, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Truly, thank you for your kindness, the loving, positive, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Thank you so, so much, truly. Now let's find out what the energy is going to be for you. Oh, look at the Four of Swords here is our very first card, so it's something to do with meditation, prayer, tapping into your inner wisdom, talking to God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe, taking a time out if you need it, spending time in meditation, prayer, absolutely. Watch your health. Only do what's good for you, for your betterment. Okay, try and stay away from any bad habits this week. Be careful. Rest when needed. Let's put that one back in the deck because I hadn't got to the cut yet. Oh, gosh. The Five of Pentacles. This is where we have to avoid the pity party for ourselves, that things aren't happening the way we wanted in our life. It's not coming together towards our plan. This is realizing that we sit on the threshold to your tomorrow. The door of abundance, the door of well-being. Okay? How many times do we hear the story of the person who threw in the towel a moment before success? So don't think for a second that you're left out in the cold, that you can't go forward, that things won't get better, because it simply is not with this card. Things are going to get better. And you just have to come to some realizations, perhaps, in your life of just how empowered you are. It's really been the theme for this set of readings. Every so often you'll do a week where the energy just flows really to one major point, and that could be because of the full moon in Aquarius, because it is a partial eclipse. And some of them are arguing whether it is or isn't. It's a partial eclipse, which I think is very strong, and that would be Pisces. That would be in your 12th heart, your 12th house. Endings, healing, tapping into your spirituality, repressed parts of yourself or unknown parts of yourself coming forward. Okay, so it was a hard cut, but we did it. The Magician is our very first card. So, well, we'll get the first couple out, and then we'll come back and we'll talk to each one individually. We've got the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So we'll stop there, and let's get back to the Magician coming out very first. Now, when he comes out first and foremost, okay, as the first card, I'm going to give you the warning, and then we'll talk about the greatness and the beauty and the magic that goes with this card. But the warning is to not disillusion yourself, to be very honest and truthful to yourself. Remember, the Magician is just that. They do magic tricks. They perform. You know that that coin was in his hand and now it's behind your ear. How did that happen? So we can only see what we want to see. We can become disillusioned. We can build our own grand illusions, our fairy tales around things the way we want it to be, and just accept that rather than the truth, the reality of the situation. Because we don't want to look at the reality of the situation usually. So you need to look at the reality of the situation if that's the case. Okay? Do not fall for the illusion, the magic. To ground yourself, to ask yourself if that's the reality. Now, the beauty of this card, the magic of this card, is that magic can come into your life. That it is essentially the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides going, what do you want? We're ready to deliver. Name it. It's yours. So that's a hard energy to weigh out, isn't it? Because on the one hand, you're going, oh, I want this, and then you expect it to happen, and it didn't, and you don't know why, because you just kind of tricked yourself into thinking that it should be because you just said it out loud. You didn't have a burning passion, a burning desire. You haven't been putting towards energy towards it. You haven't been showing that that's truly what you really desire, that it's just words in the air, just like it's just a coin appearing behind your ear. So you have to really want it. What you ask for, you have to really desire. You have to have been putting in energy in order to go forward in that direction. Because you've already been raising the vibration of that question. So this is definitely a week for positive affirmations for, well, the very first card, the Four of Wands coming out, right? It's about meditation. It's about prayer. It's about being honest with ourselves. Tapping into our true intuition. We have the Three of Pentacles. Now, this is working hard. This is knowing that there's a lot of hard work ahead and a lot of work that probably won't be appreciated or remembered by most. This is also holding the paintbrush to your portal of tomorrow, designing it the way you want going forward. Now, it's with the Three of Wands. Now, 2 threes together, that's all about your creativity and your love. You're wanting to nurture a dream, a desire, a goal. Now, with the Three of Wands, we stand firmly on the shoreline and we look out into this expansive path that we can potentially step into in one way or another. And we hold the first wand and we look at the potential for what is on that path going forward. What can it become? What can it evolve in? Are we recreating, redesigning us? Is it something that we're creating on the outside? Are we looking for that perfect job? Are we integrating ourselves within the community for a charity or a certain organization to show that what we bring to the table and bring value to the community? So, for each of us it'll be different. But we hold it and we look at what we want going forward and how we can design it into our path and how we can grow it stronger. The second wand we move over to shows us where we are now and what helps us right now. What guides us, what grounds us, what gives us strength, what is not needed, what should be left behind, what we need to close the chapter on in our life. That's when we move over to the third wand and we understand the plan we have on how to manipulate that expansive path forward. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So what are you cultivating? What are you doing little by little each and every day in order to go forward in your dreams, your desires, what you want to create, what you want to manifest, who you want to become? How does today reflect the path that you are actually going to step into, the one that you have manifested already in your mind? And what do you need to change? What do you need to alter? What do you need to walk away from? What weed needs to be pulled in order to bring your dreams into fruition? So a powerful week. For our underlying energy, we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is definitely tapping into your intuition and your higher wisdom in order to make the important decisions going forward. So here we need to be brutally honest with ourselves because we really can't, we have to ask those inner questions. We have to look at what we're doing, very similar to the Three of Wands, and think about, if I make this decision, how does it reflect my path going forward? What do I see happening? And then looking at it through a different set of eyes and saying, okay, but if I did this, how would it work out? And don't let fear be the reason to turn off that path. Now we need to ask ourselves, what do I fear the most? Because you might find out that you built a wall a long time ago to keep yourself safe in one way, and it has outworn its purpose in life. You don't need that wall anymore, and it's actually been holding you back from going forward with the strength, with the empowerment, with the desire, with the determination. So it's really about analyzing, so you think of things one way and you think, okay, so I'm starting to get stressed out, I'm starting to get worried, I'm thinking other people are going to react funny to what I want to do or where I want to go or what I want to become in life. Well, I don't want to shock people, so okay, what if I did this instead? That's not following your intuition. Your intuition took you to that path first so you could see where the fear was, what actually could become that fear. And seeing where we can close the door maybe on a fear that has actually been holding us back. So you're going to be shown things on which to derive to new decisions, new realities, new clarity. Justice card is your overriding energy, so you want to bring in balance, harmony, joy, and love. And that's where you are going to be putting your energy. You're going to be looking at the balance in your life. If there's joy, how to create joy, how to create a harmony. So maybe you're feuding with somebody right now because you are looking at how to bring in the harmony back into that relationship or that situation. You're looking at how to create the balance in order to go forward, how to put those 4 cornerstones in place so that you can build upon it with a surety that is going to be sustainable long-term for you. We have the Devil with the 4 of Pentacles. The Devil is, well, the Devil is the phoenix rising out of the ashes. It's the new you stepping forward with new clarity, new understanding. Less things holding you down, less baggage. And one of the ways of really empowering yourself is, 1, realize what you bring to the table, understand your gifts and your talents and how unique you are and how to go forward using your gifts and talents. And it's also by walking away from something that has been holding you back, holding you down. So it's a strong week for you to grow, to come to new realizations. But be honest with yourself. Remember the Magician at the very beginning, to really ground yourself, to make sure that you are not building a fairy tale because that's what you want to walk into, rather than that is the reality of what you are walking into, or what you are living at this present moment in time, or what you just walked away from. And understanding it, although I think it's more of a present and future of looking at those things rather than past. For work, we have the Lovers. So this could mean that you meet somebody at work if you're looking, and it will turn into a long-term relationship. So be careful about that. But when we have love, when it comes to work, career, it's about jumping into our passions. It's about attaching ourselves to our heart, to our passion, to our joy, and doing something that truly brings out this energy in us, this light in us, knowing that we can go forward, knowing that we can create. This brings out the passions. If you are looking at your finances, then you are looking at how to bring in joy and happiness through that nest egg that you have, or how to scrape away so that you have some money to actually do fun, magical, adventurous things going forward, of loving life, loving who you are, loving your gifts. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your entire life. So it's finding that passion. And it could be just a hobby right now that you're hoping that one day you can transform that into a small business. Or you might be taking that hobby that you have done forever and you are really good at it and making it a business, bringing in an extra cash flow. For love, relationships, we have the Knight of Cups. So, you have some strong cards here for new relationships. If you are looking for a relationship, absolutely. This is the Knight in Shining Armor. This is the one who sweeps you off your feet. Or maybe you are the Knight in Shining Armor and you will sweep somebody off their feet. So this is love being around the next corner and not even realizing that you are going to bump into it. Your eyes meet across a crowded room kind of atmosphere, right? They spill coffee on you at the local coffee shop, and that's how the conversation begins. It's the unexpected experiences. Now, if you are in a relationship, okay, this is bringing out the passion. the reason why you're together in the first place, the sensuality, the togetherness, the joy, the giggles, the laughter. This is tapping into why you are together in the first place. And maybe that's where reality comes in. But chances are, with this being the card, you understand the strength of the relationship and how it can become stronger and grow stronger. It's reinventing the passion, the giggles, the laughters. Now, if it's a new relationship and you are already in that energy, then maybe I should have pulled this card for you last week. And it's a card that really says try not to get too serious right now. To just experience the moment, to keep it in the romance stage a little bit longer. Don't start wanting to meet the parents or get to know their childhood, or, you know, just experience the moment, experience the now. Let the romance continue, because there'll be time to get serious later on. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.